Hello students, welcome back to online classes. I hope you all are safe and sound at home. Today we are going to start with the third part of the same chapter, that is heat, and the very fresh topic is good conductors. Let us see what are good conductors. Material that transfer or conduct heat easily are called good conductors. It means that through which heat can pass easily, that are called good conductors. Some of the examples of good conductors are silver, iron, copper, and aluminium. So, on the other way, we can say that metals are good conductors of electricity. Let us move to another topic, that is bad conductors. What are bad conductors? Material that do not transfer or conduct heat easily are called bad conductors. For example, wool, plastic, wood, and rubber. I hope everyone has seen an electrician working on an electric pole wearing a rubber glove. Why he is wearing a rubber glove? Just because to get rid of electric current, as rubber is a bad conductor of electricity. I hope these two topics are clear to everyone. Let us move to another topic, that is method of heat transfer. There are three methods through which heat can be transferred, that is conduction, convection and radiation. Let us see what is conduction. Conduction is the transfer of heat between substances which are in direct contact with each other. If two substances are in direct contact with each other, like suppose this is a hot rod, this is a hot rod, and this is a cold rod. If I am going to bring both the rods close to each other, there is a direct contact, but actual movement of particle does not take place. Only the transfer of heat takes place. So it is called conduction. Example is bringing cold rod near to a flame. Second is convection. What is convection? Convection transfer heat energy through gases and liquid. In convection, the transfer of heat takes place through gases or liquid. The example is bringing hand or palm at the top of the fire. And the last is radiation. Radiation is the heat transfer that does not require any particle to carry the heat energy. Heat is transferred in the form of electromagnetic waves, and the example is bringing your hand close to fire. Let us see with the help of example all the three modes of heat transfer. Let us see the first case, that is conduction. How conduction takes place. Suppose it is a cold rod, and if we are going to hold a cold rod, and if I am going to bring this cold rod closer to a fire, what happens? The molecules over here are going to gain heat, and if when they are going to gain heat, they are going to transfer the heat to another molecules, and the process continues until and unless the whole rod gets heated up. This is called conduction, means actual movement of particle does not takes place, only the transfer of heat takes place. The second case is convection. As you can see a fire, so definitely it is going to produce heat. So the air around is also going to heat up. So hot air being lighter rises up. So if we are going to place a palm in front of in top of a fire, what happens? The heat, the molecules or atoms that are being heated up is being lighter, will rise up and reaches a palm. That is an example of an convection. Let us move to another example, that is radiation. As you already know that radiation is a form of electromagnetic waves or emission. So as the fire is burning, it is going to emit some sort of heat energy. So when we are going to place our hand in front of a fire, definitely we are going to feel some heat, that is electromagnet through electromagnetic waves or emission. These are the examples of convection, conduction, convection and radiation. I hope it is clear to everyone. Let us move to the last topic of this chapter, that is application of heat transfer in thermoflask. I hope everyone has seen what is a thermoflask. So let us start with an introduction. A thermoflask, also called a vacuum flask or Dewar flask, was invented by Sir James Dewar in 1890 to store liquid air at a very low temperature. In this flask, heat transfer by all the modes, that is conduction, convection and radiation, can be minimized by creating a vacuum between its wall. Now you can see a thermoflask over here. So this is a plastic stopper. This is a vacuum that is being placed between the two walls of a thermoflask. Silver surface double glass bulb is placed between it. Insulated support is given. Hot or cold liquid that is being kept inside, and a double wall metal or plastic container is there. So let us see the construction and working of a thermoflask. A thermoflask has a glass vessel with double walls. It has a double wall. This and this one. This is the first wall and this is the second wall. This is the first and this is the second wall, and between these two walls there is a vacuum present inside, which does not allow heat to transfer outside or coldness to transfer outside or any other mode of heat, that is coldness or heatness, to enter inside. The vessel being made up of glass, heat loss by conduction is minimized. The vacuum between the two walls prevent heat transfer from inside to the outside by conduction or convection. With very little air between the walls, there is almost no transfer of heat from the inner wall to the outer wall by convection. So conduction can only occur at the points where the two walls meet. At the top of the bottle, which is closed with a cork to prevent heat loss. Except the two walls, there is a cork which does not allow heat to go outside. Conduction can only occur at the points where the two walls meet. At the top of the bottle, which is closed with a cork to prevent the heat loss, the vessel is insulated at the bottom with a cork pad. The silver walls reflect radiated heat back to the inside of the wall. Thus, a thermoflask keeps hot things hot and cold things cold for long period. This is how a thermoflask works. I hope all the topics that I have explained is very much clear to everyone. Now this chapter is over. I have already sent my lesson plan and I have already given all the details and solved all the exercises of this chapter. So go through everything. Till then, be safe and goodbye.